Hey everyone, my name is Luv Aggarwal and I'm a worldwide sales leader for IBM. I am excited to share that Netezza as a fully managed service is now available on AWS. This massively parallel processing, high-performance cloud data warehouse runs the next generation Netezza database engine. Users can now enjoy the hardened and performant Netezza engine that they trust and run their critical, deep analytical workloads on, and combine it with the benefits of a cloud-native solution on AWS. So let's talk about what's new. 3 things I want to highlight. The first is AI-infused scaling. So we have brought incredibly granular elastic scaling capabilities to Netezza. This allows you to apply computational power only when you need it. Users select the performance characteristics that meet their workload requirements via granular contours and can increase or decrease performance as workload demand ebbs and flows. You also have the ability to pause and resume resources as needed, as well as auto pause. To scale down when the platform is idle. Storage density can be increased independently of performance demands as capacity needs require. Netezza also has built-in AI-powered workload analysis models that allow the customer to make fact-based workload deployment and scaling decisions by predicting future scaling needs and in turn enabling cost predictability in the cloud. You only pay for what you need and when you need it. Okay, so the second key capability is support for open data formats. So when we talk about supporting open data formats, we recognize that teams and customers are already storing data in formats like Parquet, Avro, or ORC, and even in open table formats like Iceberg. So we have added the ability to catalog, ingest, and query these formats directly from Netezza. All right, the last one I want to talk about is integration with watsonx.data. So we have added the ability to extend beyond just the Netezza engine and integrate with watsonx.data, our new open data lakehouse platform. This supports multiple fit-for-purpose query engines to match the right performance and cost profile needs to the right workloads. So engines like Presto, Spark, and others. All right. Now let's touch on, well, why Netezza on AWS, right? So the first point is proximity to customer data. So when we talk about proximity, you and customers have made a lot of investments on the AWS platform, and a lot of your data lives there. But you still want to enjoy the performance benefits of a enterprise data warehouse like Netezza. So bringing the two closer together and hosting Netezza on AWS closer to where your data lives drives cost efficiency because we're not paying to move data back and forth, and it drives enhanced performance benefits as well. The second characteristic is around a managed SaaS offering. So whereas before you may dedicate a lot of your resources to simply managing and administering your data warehouse platform, having it available to consume as a SaaS offering means that you can redeploy those resources towards what matters most, which is building insights from your data. You get high availability for all your analytics to ensure that your Netezza environment is up and running 24/7, and you get to automate administration of the platform in the cloud. There's no overhead, no indexing, no tuning, and you get automated maintenance with Netezza fully managed in the cloud. The last piece is innovation. So innovation here means that you get the best of IBM and the best of AWS. So as IBM continues to innovate in the data warehousing space, like it has with watsonx.data and being able to support multiple engines within Netezza, and as AWS continues to innovate in how you store data and how you manage it and how you manage the life cycle of it, you can take advantage of both of them. By commingling the two platforms in one area, you get the best of IBM and you get the best of AWS. All right, so now let's talk about an example use case that can be powered by Netezza Performance Server on AWS. So as I mentioned before, Netezza is an excellent high-performance data warehouse option for deep, complex analytics. Its ability to process large data volumes and support computationally heavy queries makes it ideal for these types of workloads. So one example is regulatory and compliance workloads. In highly regulated industries like banking, organizations need to be able to support high performance and fast execution times to produce critical regulatory and compliance reports. So in this example, we can use Netezza on AWS to analyze compliance data natively and build our reports. But we can also combine it with other data in our data lake environment, such as in Amazon S3, to query it using the same Netezza engine to produce enhanced insights without having to copy the data into Netezza. This is enabled by a shared metadata layer that supports the Iceberg open table format. So now let's say our compliance team gets an ad hoc request to run analytics on archived or least frequently used data. Rather than keep this archived data active in a high performance engine like Netezza, we can actually leverage low cost cloud object storage, like here in our S3 environment, to store that data and augment Netezza by using watsonx.data and its Presto engine to execute those lower priority requests using the same underlying data in S3. We can also support multiple Netezza engines that can support parallel read and write to those same native Netezza tables. So what do we get here? We get an architecture that has the same high performance benefits of the Netezza engine, but in a much more flexible architecture that supports different data formats, supports cost efficiency, and it allows different engines to make use of that data to produce newer insights. So we get more flexibility and we get more cost effectiveness. To learn more and get started today, check out the IBM Netezza Performance Server as a Service page on the AWS Marketplace.